Hi, everyone. Thank you for being here. My name is Holly. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the community. Um, so, yeah, I energy is a little different. This is your Wednesday reading. I am making these pretty much the evening before because it makes it easier for me, and with my schedule now, it just makes it easier. And if I refer to it as Wednesday, because in my mind it's Wednesday, because this is the Wednesday reading. And so I always ask for what is the energy. And when you're watching this, it is Wednesday. So there we go. But I immediately went to this mug. Little mermaid tail for a handle and the scales, and it's so pretty. A lovely, absolutely wonderful human being gave me this mug as a gift. So I'm not suggesting that the energy is channel your inner mermaid. And we certainly have had a lot of storms and water issues lately. The meaning for me when I ask Spirit, direct and guide me, help me to know what to say to the collective, help me to know what the energy is that is going to be opening up. I almost said breaking loose. Isn't that odd? But anyway, so the energy that is happening for Wednesday. Be who you are and be what you want to be. This is not the time to wear a mask. This is not the time for a facade. This is, just you are who you are. And it's time we unapologetically just say, hey, you don't understand what I'm experiencing, so don't pretend like you do. And the same for the other person. We don't know what someone else, we cannot know the hearts and the minds of other people. We can empathize, we think we can, but we really don't know. And unless we, in a calm and coherent way, express those things, then, it's just, I think that's where a lot of arguments start. So take a breath, just kind of chill a minute. Understand that everybody's coming from their own place of baggage, including us. And then think about, who am I? What do I really believe in? And just do a self-assessment. And then just say, you know what? I've gotten along this far. I think I'm doing all right. I'm pretty good. Okay? So maybe you are channeling your inner mermaid, or maybe your inner bear and you want to hibernate for a while. I don't know what it is, but be true to who you are. Okay? And with this theme, I'm going to use the Siren's Song tarot deck. Well, they're not really traditional tarot. They're two decks combined, the Kipper and the Lenormand decks that have been combined, and one artist has created this rendition of the decks. A friend gave me this deck too. So it's a little pocket size, which is wonderful, and they are aquatic themed. So you got all kinds of, you know. So anyway, I'm just showing you stuff. They're kind of aquatic themed. So very cool. Nature energy. I'm hearing the words nature energy. Focus on your nature. Focus on the nature energies that are close to you. And if if these are not particularly close to you, then look at images of them. Think about them. You can feel them. I mean, I don't live in a coastal city, but every now and then I used to be able to wake up and I was sure I could smell that kind of salty air that you get when you are on a big coastline. And so I mean, we are connected to all things. We are connected to all parts of nature. So, and that is what's going to heal us and recenter us. That was a big drink. Okay, it's kind of cool because this time I use lactose free milk because I really think I'm kind of lactose sensitive because it's never good. Yeah, so I think I am, but I can drink lactose free milk, and I wasn't getting any calcium hardly at all. And you just don't get it. I added it up. I wasn't getting enough. Anyway, that's a digression. So if it looks a little milky, or if I'm drinking really fast in big gulps, it's because I made a cinnamon tea, or not tea, coffee, and I put a ton of the lactose-free milk in it. But anyway, and I know milk is inhumane sometimes, but you know what? I got to get the calcium in some way. And I always say a prayer of gratitude for the animals. All right, so the first card we have is Bouquet. This is a wild one. This is a fun one. Let me get it as close as I can. So a gift is coming. You have got a bouquet coming. That is impressive. Okay, let's see what else is going to be said about this, though. Mother, Father, God, archangels, ascended master, spirit guides, and guardians, step into this reading and help me to understand what you want the collective to know. And this is a general reading. You all just take it for what it is. What is the message you want the vast majority of the collective to know? What is, and let's get as specific as we can. Help me to get clear, concise messages for the collective. What is the next card? It said, look at the number, card 9. This keeps coming up that we are coming to the end of a cycle. Excuse me. We are coming up to the end of a cycle, the end of a season, the end of something, and I know we're just beginning a season. Don't take it literally, but you know what I mean, like a period in our lives. Something is about to roll to a close so that we can open up and try something new. Okay. Huh. Okay. Oh, wow. Okay. We have 3 cards. All right. So after Bouquet, we have Military and card 22. Number 22 has been coming up in readings a lot too. Then we have Occupation. And there's a woman sweeping. Okay. But you know what? We're just going to, I feel like the word occupation is not necessarily the most important one. For some reason, it's that woman in this image in the card. And then we have Good Gent. So we've got a bouquet, which can also come across as a celebration. And then we've got this. So we have a woman in the middle of 2 men. Plot thickens. So, who's been up to what? So, and also you can reverse the genders if you need. It's not about the gender of the cards. It's about the energy of the cards. The occupation card with the woman in the center, she's just kind of doing her thing. She's oblivious. She's oblivious to these 2 guys. And the fact that the occupation card is next to the military card, and then on the other side is the Good Gent. So that could just be a reference to that there are, people in some kind of military, law enforcement, legal position, or a lawyer or whatever. But that's one way to read it, but it doesn't have to be that. The main energy I'm getting is, first we have a bouquet and the offer of a celebration, and that's what I'm hearing, offer of a celebration. And then you've got this woman who's sort of oblivious that there are these 2 men, one on either side of her, who are not really moving, and one has a hand on a hip and the other man has a hand on a hip. They have similar stances, so in a way there's a similarity between them. Okay, help me out, Spirit, because I'm not sure where I want to go with this yet. And I'm not really hearing anything beyond what I've said. Messages, please. Okay. Okay. All right, let's see what we've got here. These 2 came out first, and then these. Well, all right. Okay. So we've got someone who's coming in with an offer, or we've got 2 men who are coming in with an offer, or we've got simply an air of celebration, which I think is more accurate. An air of celebration around this oblivious woman who's like, la la la, just doing my work, doing my job, da da da, whatever. I think that's me most of the time. I think that's most of us. We're so busy just trying to get by. It's like, what, you, if you got something to say it. It's like, I love this card. Look at her. She's just sort of like, yeah, okay, Wind, thanks for helping. Nice of you to blow all that stuff around right when I'm trying to sweep it up. That's so funny. Okay, and then you got these two guys who are way sure of themselves. I think the juxtaposition is hysterical. She's just trying to get the job done. And they're just like, I have arrived. And it's funny as all get out. All right. And then we have expectation. And remember, just leave the genders alone, okay? They don't have to apply to the gender that you see. So we have someone who's peeking and watching. Peeking and watching. Let's keep going. A good outcome. And we have two doves. Oh, look, the little birds are even doing a little kissy face thing. Oh, how sweet. Okay. So this is a connected situation with these two birds. And there's someone on the outside watching. And then you've got Rich Gent. Now, this is a much younger person than the other two men. And he's just kind of sitting back with his arms kind of crossed in front of him, watching and waiting to see how it all pans out. This feels like someone who's totally on the outside. And this feels like someone on the outside. Oh, wow. Thank you. Thank you, Spirit. Ooh, and my ear just went boom. So yeah. So here's what the deal is. Because I was asking, how are these two people on the fringe who are just kind of observers? How do they fit in? This one is connected to this guy, and this one is connected to this guy. So I think these are the children of. So you've got two guys who are pretty equally matched in terms of age, status, just how they see themselves. They're both very sure of themselves. And I'm hearing always have been. And then you've got the waiting and the watching and the waiting and the watching, but it feels like these are much younger energies next to these self-assured men. And I feel like those are the children of these two. So they're just sort of like hanging back like, we shall see. Let's keep on going. Because ultimately what you have are two lovebirds with a gift and a celebration. But where are we going? Oh no, what happens next? I'm going to get a drink of my coffee. That's what's going to happen next. I don't mean to take this lightly. I'm really not. This could be a serious situation for whomever this applies to. And this could apply to someone you know. I just heard aunt. So someone may have, if it's your aunt or if you have a young person in your life, it could be, there's some extended relationship going on. And I feel like there's an aunt involved in some way. Now, moving on with the cards though. All right, so the next one here is the Tower. And this is a lighthouse, but it's being overtaken with aquatic vegetation. That's what that red is. It looks like flames. So I'm reading this one the same way I would read the tarot version of the Tower, not the Lenormand or the Kipper version. I don't even know I know it's in the Lenormand. I'm not sure if it's in the Kipper. Which one? I don't know which one that is. But I think it's the Lenormand. But so someone in a lighthouse version is starting to see with some clarity, but there's also something's got to give. Something has got to give. And when you see a lighthouse / tower, there's a storm brewing. There is a storm on the horizon. What's going to happen? Okay, now I'm feeling this. And Psychic Tip 101, listen to your body. So I'm feeling like when I get something and I'm hearing them very clearly, it's like pop, my ear pops open. And then if I'm feeling something right here, so like right across my brow and the bridge of my nose with my sinuses, I feel that means there's, oh, we got spirit coming in. Is it related to this? They just want me to keep going, but we do have a spirit here. Someone has a message about this for someone. Hang tight. I know this is a transitioned person, but woo, they're strong. It's making my, it makes my, yeah, I'm having a very physical reaction to this energy. All right, so the last two cards here. The Siren card, and I'm hearing a siren song. Oh, and that's the name of the deck. But whomever this is about to make the choice. Someone's about to make a choice. And you know what I think it could be? It could be that whomever that person is, she put her broom down. She put on her pretty shawl and she said, I'm not going to choose either one. I'm choosing myself. That's a big howdy do. And then, how do you do? Because the next card, and that's card 2. Interesting, another 2. This is card 35. And I'm hearing that, because if you add it together, it's 8, and that's has to deal with abundance of whatever kind. I feel like this has to do, the bottom line of why this situation has not evolved is because of finances and abundance. Didn't that come up in another reading not too long ago? Something similar? So whomever this person is who works so hard, she's choosing herself. This is the last card, and it's called The Long Road. It is going to be a long road. This is not over yet. This is not finished. Because these two guys, I feel like this one is moving further away because it's getting a little tough. And this person's not used to hearing no. This person sees this long road, but has to question whether they want to walk it. Because she's already moved down that road. She's taking care of herself the way she knows how. She, he, again, doesn't matter. So this person, the question is, does this mean enough for this person to walk that road and see where it takes him or her? I need some clarification because I don't understand all this. Okay. We're going to use the Light Seers Tarot, and that's what I was directed toward. Okay, I'll put the little book in there. All right, so I need some clarification. Tell me about the person who was just minding their own business and doing their work and doing their job, but then decided it's my time to shine, put on her shiny shawl, and decided to take that long road to self-discovery. Let's find out about her. Whoa, wow, ooh, gosh, yeah. This is a multi-layered, this is a very evolved person with a lot of layers, a lot of skill sets that people don't know about. The Sun, best card in the deck. Whatever they touch is golden. They bring light into the world. They bring light into other people's lives. The Emperor, in this instance, I don't feel like it's a person. In this instance, this is, because I'm asking specifically about her, this is her stepping up and taking charge. Stepping up and taking charge of her life. Interestingly, the Empress is here too. So taking charge and blending the masculine and feminine aspects of the self to become a powerhouse. This person is getting ready to move into greatness. I don't even think this individual knows just what's getting ready to happen next, that they are going to do, that they are going to create. Now, in between the Emperor and the Empress is the Moon. And that's what I'm saying. I don't think that person knows. The golden shawl. We'll call that the golden shawl person. We don't think that, or the golden light person. I don't think that person knows, even though they're standing in the sun, even though they are the sun, they radiate the sun energy. I don't think they know, because of that moon, they are getting ready to step into an immense amount of success. I'm not just hearing power, because everybody can stand in their power, but this feels like just straight up success. And in this instance, this isn't like a cheater card, a 3 people involved card, because that's what was going on at the beginning here, and she didn't even know it. But that 2 people were I'm hearing 2 people were scheming. So I wonder if those 2 guys were scheming. Oh, that'd be kind of dirty, kind of mean. I don't like it. Huh. Well, it doesn't matter, because we're asking about the golden person. In this instance, this card, and I'm getting goosebumps all over, so I know this is right. Oh, I'm so happy for whomever this person is, because they are getting ready to have a celebration. In this instance, this card is celebration. They're coming full circle, and they're going to have massive success. I feel like this person's going to be fairly well known too, or acknowledged. This person will be acknowledged. But it won't be anything that goes to the golden person's head, because they've swept floors. They've done the hard work. And anyone who wants to be with them, offer them anything, they've got to think about their priorities and where they are, and they got to step up. They got to step up to it. They got to step up to where she is. Okay. Because she's going to be fine one way or the other. She will be fine one way or the other. So in the end, because I do feel like the golden person is definitely more somebody that would be in our group. What am I doing? I put those in there. Oh, they fit though. That's kind of cool. Here's the actual box for them. This giant box was little, but the book is big and pretty, but I just don't use it. But you know how I have my own way of reading, I guess, reading cards. I am an energy reader, and that always kind of applies. So I do feel like that even though either the young people or the 2 bookend male energies, or the guys with hands on or the hands on hip people, I do feel like that's not who this message is directed toward. I feel like this message is directed toward the light-bearing person, the person who embodies that sun energy. Spirit, could I get a timeline on this? Because that could be any time at all. Can you give me a timeline, please? I like timelines. I have a feeling you all do too. Could you give me a timeline on that, please? It's going to happen in stages. There are going to be 3 distinct stages. There's going to be one is happening now, and I feel like it's with the dust dusting, or not dust mop, but the broom. The next step, the second in the 3 stages, will be around the end of the year, so December, possibly all the way through February. And then the 3rd stage is going to be in June. That was pretty clear. So stage 1 is happening now. It will go through till the end of this year. Stage 2 will happen sometime toward the latter part of December. So sort of the end of December all the way through February, I'm thinking. And then the 3rd stage, that's a big chunk of time in between. I feel like there's going to be almost like a gap, or maybe it's going to build because whomever is walking down that long road is doing the work at that point, but it's different work than in stage 1. And in stage 3, that is in June, between the end of mid to end, I'd say around Valentine's Day, between Valentine's Day and then the 1st of June, that's when it goes whoomp and opens up. That's when the hardcore work is done, the inner work, the outer work, the prep, the planning. A little bit of isolation might happen as a result. And then in June, that's when it's going to be boom. All right, well, that's for someone. That's pretty darn specific. You know what else is specific? Sometimes you just want chocolate. It doesn't have to be fancy. I just want a Hershey bar. I want chocolate. Or a little bonbon. All right. Now, yes, okay. I was asking what deck next. All right, so let's round this out since we're getting a little lengthy here. Let's round it out with a card from the Angels and Auras Oracle. Spirit that was here. Male energy. Been getting a lot of male energy coming through lately. Male energy. Feels protective, very large. And the message is you are strong enough to accomplish whatever it is that you want to accomplish. This is the time period to start thinking about it, because the doing part of it is going to happen in that 2nd and 3rd cycle. We've also got someone, when a spirit comes through, even if they're transitioned, sometimes it opens up sort of a pathway for others. I feel like there's someone who was in a motorcycle accident. Or some kind of vehicular accident. Or it could even have been a bicycle, but I think it had a motor or an engine. Trauma to the head, back, side, right here. Yeah, the head was pretty bad. Okay, I also feel like there might be someone with a G first name, like Greg, Gregory, who may end up having, yeah. Okay, so the person who died in the vehicular accident is here with a message for someone who is alive right now with a G name that's a male and older, who may end up pretty soon having either like a stroke, a brain bleed, or an aneurysm of some sort. This is to let everyone understand and know that at a soul level, it's okay, because there are a lot of issues going on here, a lot of problems. The G name person who's alive, and I hope this, I'm going to put the trigger warning in the description box, not in the title, but in the description. I feel like that person knows whomever this was who died in the vehicular or motorcycle accident, because I feel like that was in the 70s, and I'm specifically seeing 1974. So if someone knows someone, or the year 1974 is significant, someone passed, that person, they have transitioned, but just recently. So we're going to ask for the gateway to open just to make sure they've moved on. Yeah, there they go. They're gone. All right. So they just came through with a message and to help identify who they are for the family of the guy with the G name. And this is nothing to worry about. There's nothing that can be done. And whatever happens, it will be fast and quick, and no one is to carry any burden about it. This is an older person who, and I understand, the older we get, it's like sometimes we feel really old and then sometimes we don't at all. And so just because someone is older doesn't mean they want to go. But in this instance, it will be the least drawn out and painful way to go. I hope that doesn't offend anyone. I really don't. That's not my intent. I have to get very almost clinical when I translate this information, okay? Because I feel like right around here, now I feel like I'm kind of getting a squeezing. So, okay. All right. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Check it off. All right. Let's go ahead and get that last message for the collective from the Angels and Auras cards. What is the message? What is the final card message? And they said this one on top. You're ready. Card 43. And it says momentum, validation, encouragement, and prepared. You are ready. You can take the training wheels off. I almost feel like that's also for the person with the G name. And on the bottom of the deck, divine magic. Wishes, goals, dreams, accomplishments. I'm specifically seeing that this is a rainbow, and I'm hearing rainbow bridge. So, and usually the rainbow bridge is a reference to when animals cross. Yeah, that one might be for me because I've got a couple that are, having some difficulties in getting older. I have a geriatric home for pets. But you know what? They're good little companions, and I'll do everything I can, but, we have to let them live and exit the way they choose. Okay. Let's get back to that first reading. It was a good one. So someone is about to, somebody's getting ready to do some interesting things. So be true to yourself and honor yourself. And that is your Wednesday reading. Okay. Thank you so much for being here. And I will talk to you again soon. Gosh, halfway through the work week. Woohoo! All right. I love you all. Bye.